well, best of luck trying to handle the pressure wrestling game of this individual who has really taken the division by storm. And as was the case for you oftentimes in your career, even when the opposition knows what's coming, can't stop it.
Yeah, because this kid has so many different ways to attack you in the wrestling realm. Unfortunately, John, he has not developed the striking to that level. So if you can keep him up right now, we've seen everybody deal with it. When you can't get that takedown, what's left for this guy?
Yeah.
Does this guy still believe? How does he operate in those moments where he doesn't really know what to do? We're going to find out tonight, because this is his toughest fight to date.
And he said he slept in his singlet last night for good energy.
I love that.
Can't be comfortable.
I love that.
There's going to be some competition for bonus money in this one. The kicks are going to be flying early and often. He's one of the better kickboxing practitioners we have in this division.
Yeah, when he can make you fight him in a kickboxing fight, I mean, you would imagine you're watching this guy in glorious.
Yeah.
Because he's so good in this specific area of fighting. He mixes everything up so well from in close, and he's so comfortable in close. He's rolling his shoulders, rolling right to leg kicks. He will batter and bruise you and beat you up from in close. He's amazing. You better take this dude down if you want a chance to win this fight.
Right. No, you put it well, and he has adapted his style very well to mixed martial arts. But when the fight is on the feet, caution, flammable. Tail of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, the People's Champ, Tito Ortiz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion and Ultimate Fighter season winner and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Forrest Griffin.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, so we get another look at Tito Ortiz here, and it's going to be interesting to see how he approaches this fight stylistically. A lot of advantages, at least on paper, for a prime Tito Ortiz coming up. Straight right is there. What a wild start to this fight, unless, of course, you like defense.
What a great fight so far. These guys are laying it all out on the line.
Oh, nice straight punch there by Ortiz. Really good vision to block that one. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Effective punch from the clinch there by Griffin. Fighter lands a kick to the leg now, and a pretty good one at that. Another kick to the leg now lands. Beautiful work as usual on the feet by Griffin. Body attack, and it's blocked. All right, so there's the takedown game on display, all set up though by the hands this time.
It has to be set up. You cannot just take blind takedown attempt. You can't shoot. You got to set your opponent up. You did that beautifully.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Griffin. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. We'll see if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Lands with the ground and pound here.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
All right, half guard for him here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Big combination here of ground and pound strikes. Nice work by Tito.
Great shot from the top position. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transition. Might get the TKO here.
In the half guard. Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet.
Big ground and pound.
Under a minute to go.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move.
Let's go. We got a scramble here.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward. Great submission defense.
Griffin's in half guard. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Final seconds here. Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. Round two straight ahead. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
Refocus, let's get our mind right.
All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round two. Body shot there. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Griffin.
Oh, right into mount. He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack this arm triangle. Oh, that's getting deep.
Working on Ezekiel choking, he somehow gets out.
He just had to stay patient. It's so unfamiliar. If you panic, you're going to get submitted. He didn't panic.
Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Tito. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Griffin's eye is closing up now. Not good for him. Tito's right back to the full mount.
I mean, at this point, you just have to do something. You know, you have to maybe start trying to pull guard, grab him, pull him into you to try to change it and get him in your realm where you have the advantage.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Ortiz. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Ortiz is back in full mount. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes. Beautiful ground and pound approach, and now his opponent is starting to swell. Now he's going full mount.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Ortiz.
And now he's attempting to choke.
Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but submission defense wins this transition.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round.
Huge knee lands from the floor.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen. Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Oh, he's got him hurting here. Elbow blocked by Tito. Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again? Well, he is really seeing things well offensively here tonight, and he's caused a lot of swelling there on his opponent.
You gotta address this now, because it's only going to get worse. Your opponent is not gonna let you off the hook. You gotta move, you gotta change something to try to deter him from going to that spot.
And there's the single leg. Tito's in half guard. Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. Oh, more attack. Yup.
Oh, it's tight. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
Good work from the top here by Griffin. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, DC, we'll get a few clips of the damage done in that previous round. That eye continues to be the main target.
I mean, he is getting hit in this position, and it's all about now, where is the cut? Is it above the eye? Is it below the eye? But every time you get hit in that area, it is going to sting, and the bleeding will then cause issues to your side. He's got to change something.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Out of range with that one. Now maybe the best strike he's thrown tonight.
The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut land.
Big elbow there, lands.
Good right hand.
Massive right hand. Oh, big left. Oh,
he got him again.
Fighter lands a takedown. Well done. Tito's in half guard.
Oh, arm triangle. Arm triangle. Arm triangle.
Oh, he's got the submission locked in now.
He's out. What submission defense on display.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Griffin. Back to the feet now.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far.
Landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight. That landed clean. Ooh, nice leg kick.
Oh, he lands a hook. Shots landing on both sides. And the chins continue to hold up.
Oh, there we go.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Back to his feet. Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Got to be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. Griffin's face would have to be classified as a mess. Cut on his cheek, and it's only getting worse. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Fighter blocks the punch. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He lands a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. Nice diversity in the attack.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Well, informed speculation says he's going to try to set up another hook here. Griffin's continuing to attack that area. He's trying to make his opponent's eye swell completely shut. Takedown defense holds up.
Switch knee lands to the body.
All right, they separate. Now we'll see who can get off in space.
The fighter's on point tonight, lands a beautiful kick.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Griffin's cut is only getting worse, making a nice donation.
Oh, he's wobbling now.
And back to his feet. What an absolutely crazy knockout here, and that's going to be a hard knockout from which to recover for his opponent. But the celebration is on, one of the biggest wins in his UFC career.
Massive win for this young fighter. He got the knockout victory. What a performance.
All right, let's get to the official decision. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 26 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, the People's Champ, Tito Ortiz!
So a familiar visual for mixed martial arts fans as Tito Ortiz gets his hand raised in the octagon yet again. I thought he put it all together here tonight. And in a career that has been